everybody, I'm Seamus, and on this channel I do book reviews, reviews of, various products, and, breakdowns of, like, philosophically complex topics, as I've done in my Twilight Zone videos, if you've seen any of those on my channel. And today we are going to take a look at this right here, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Volume 1, Manga. For those of you who are not familiar with manga, allow me to explain a little bit about what manga is. Manga is comic books, or graphic novels that originate in Japan. And the style in which they are written and displayed through the artwork is different. And by that I mean it's reading a manga book, manga comic. You don't read it from left to right like you do mostly everything else. Instead, it is written from right to left. See, take a look here. This is the back of it. What appears to be the back, and this would be what appears to be the front. But written if it was written like books normally are in the Western world, like they are over here in the United States and many other parts of the world, this right here would be the back, and this right here would be the front. So manga is unique. Manga is unique in its own way. So let us take a brief look at the various aspects of this, and I will give it a final review score. The genre of this, of course, fantasy. Many people are familiar with the Legend of Zelda franchise. It is a tale of intrigue and adventure, and it is based off of the game Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And I'm a big fan of the genre. I love fantasy novels. I like playing fantasy games, and I received this as a gift for Christmas. So, yeah, and of course I read it, and I like it. So I give it a 2. The theme and the tone, the overall theme and tone of this installment is dark, yet hopeful. What happens in the story, basically, there are 2 realms in the world of this particular stories. You have the world of light, and you have the light realm, and you have the Twilight realm. And an evil ruler who is bent on conquering the world of light realizes that in order to conquer the world of light, he must utilize that which is in the Twilight realm. So this person, this evil ruler, uses trickery and deceit to get 2 very important people in the Twilight realm to go against each other. You have Midna, who is the princess of the Twilight realm, and you have another important person, Zan. Now, Zan has been fine with where he was, as far as like rank, but something happens. I'm not going to spoil it, but something happens, and Zan turns against Midna in a lust for power. He displays a lust for power. A battle ensues, and trouble begins. Trouble befalls the Twilight realm, and Midna is forced to flee. And that really sets the tone for a dark and somewhat warlike setting. I give the overall theme and tone a 2. the visuals in this novel, in this manga, are good. I like them. I love them. They give you more insight into the characters. To give you just a little peek. You know, just show you a few of the pictures here. See, you have more insight into characters' thoughts. Like there's Link right there. You have the battle that occurred in the Twilight realm, which caused Midna to flee, Princess Midna. And that's her. Hold on. That's her right there. Right there. That's Midna. She was forced to flee because Zan turned on her, and bad things happened. So yeah, there's a little bit of the visuals. You read this from right to left, which took me a little getting used to at first, but you know, I like it. Good, it's a good book. Good visuals. So I give the visuals a 2. One thing I particularly like about the manga is that it gives insight into characters that's not as easily portrayable in games. When you read books like these, you can see characters in a new light almost. For me, I was a little shocked to see Link actually talk, because, you know, if you're familiar with the Zelda franchise, you know that Link says, like, nary a word. Nary a word. He's that silent type. And so when I read this and saw that he actually spoke, I was kind of taken aback. But a little glad at the same time, because you got to understand Link a lot more, by hearing or seeing what he has to say, you know, and seeing his interactions with the characters. There is a lot of character interaction that is imperative for a good story, obviously. And there are some funny parts with character interactions in this. I give the character aspect a 2. As far as an overall message, though this is the first installment out of a series, there are a lot more installments in this series here. This is only part 1. You know, so far it's a story of, you know, hope, courage, you know, triumph. It may seem, you know, mundane or typical, but, you know, adding in all of the other elements to the story, you know, characters, visuals, you know, genre, and all of that, it adds to the experience. Makes it more enjoyable, in my opinion. So yeah, I give that a 2. And with the final score of, I have yet to read the rest of the installments in this series, and once I do, I'll be able to give a more broad view, more detailed insight on the series as a whole. But for now, I will just rate this first installment. It is good. I like it. And if you are into the fantasy genre, if you like manga, if you like the Zelda franchise, and if you have not read this, why not? It's good. Highly recommend it. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, or whatever time it is wherever you are in the world. If you like what you see, please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons, and leave a comment if you feel so inclined. And stay tuned for more review videos.